Game dogs. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I guess that's the understanding of gameness, which is the base of a game dog. It's a dog that has gameness. Gameness means he's not willing to quit. He's willing to go all the way to the very end before quitting on the mission, which is very inspiring for men, very inspiring for American society. Those dogs, they were legal to fight them back in America in the 1800s, early 1900s, mid 1900s still. And it was a common practice in all the states of the United States. Children, women, men, policemen, judges, they will gather around the pit and fight their roosters and fight their dogs. And it was common, it was normal. I'm not promoting it, I'm actually just mentioning history. History that you can't change whether you like it or not. I'm just educating what is a game dog and what's the meaning of the word. And I guess different men are going to have different interpretation to what a game dog is. And it's so funny that they don't understand that a lot of dogs through the world, there have been called game dogs. And you have dogs in Japan that are not American Pit Bull Terriers, and in China and in other places, Pakistan or India, that they are not they call them game dogs, but they're not American Pit Bull Terriers. Yet the rules of engagement and fighting of the American Pit Bull Terrier in America were so defined that they will create dogs that all those other dogs will look weak and pale to the American dog. And so these dogs in America went through a process, because what America was in the 1800s, early 1900s, where America was open range and the dogs stood with the families and they became pets. And they find out that those pets were amazing. They were sensational. And the whole spark of that pit bull name, which is, you cannot call pit bull any other dog. These were the pit bulls. These were the descendants of the rightful name pit bull. It is even embedded in their name. It's called American Pit Bull Terrier. And they did come from Ireland and England. And, I would say that the average dog had the biggest influence when it comes to gameness into those American Pit Bull Terriers. But it's so precious to understand that the word pit bull it comes from the center of that name, APBT, American Pit Bull Terrier. And one of the qualities of those game dogs, then you can't deny it. Any man that had a dog that was a good fighting dog, but it was aggressive towards children, they knew that the dog had a clock and he will quit at certain moments or certain conditions or certain times. And the dogs that were actually amazing with the family, amazing with the children, talking about the 1800s, those dogs were actually better game dogs. They didn't mean that we were going to win, but they mean that they were going to try their best. They were willing to die for that. And those dogs were brought home back with the mama, with the father, with the children, nursed back to health. And during that process of the dog recuperating, the dog will see the families around him. And this dog has something that is so amazing in dogs. We don't have it in humans. I don't think we have it, at least like in the dogs, where that dog that went through that process was able to create puppies that will be loyal to humans in ways you couldn't imagine. So the male was able to pass this gameness, this game dog ability to these puppies. And it's just fascinating how the whole process happens, where the dog didn't have to fight. He came from a fighting champion, a grand fighting champion, a loser that was game, but it was a proven, really dog that was willing to go all the way to the end. And that puppy didn't have to go through all the process the father went in, but he was able to go walk with the children, not being aggressive towards them. And if that children was faced with a wolf or a bear, that dog knew he was going to die, but he'll protect those children. They were so trustworthy. They inspired courage, loyalty, love, leadership, never give up, to the point the parents in an open range America, when they wanted to do groceries or want to go to some appointment or something, they will leave the house and they'll go for hours, sometimes days. They could leave the children with the dogs. And those dogs will be the nanny dogs to protect these kids. This was so amazing. The entire planet was like, oh my God, these dogs are so amazing. And people had an inclination to breed these special dogs. Till today, they destroyed the breed completely by overbreeding it, having involved people, the grand majority people, the 99.9999% of people, they're not supposed to be breeding dogs. They have no idea what is a real American Pit Bull Terrier. They have poor genetics, mixed dogs, things that are not American Pit Bull Terriers, things that didn't go through the right process, things that came in from the wrong process, like dogs that were taken for what they call protection, which in reality means attack someone, attack the human. And those dogs with the same process of epigenetics that the dogs are not supposed, that they are learned not to attack humans, but protect them and love them. Well, that same process of having a dog attack, supposed to be a thief or someone, they attack a person. Those puppies, they learn how to be aggressive towards humans. Those young yard dogs that attack humans, when they have puppies and they will look for an aggressive dog, they breed an aggressive female to an aggressive male, they start to create these dogs, these XL, double X's, triple X's, the giant. All those dogs have the genetics of the wrong dog. And all those dogs are not real American Pit Bull Terriers. They are not the game dog. And they can fight him, maybe, and they'll call them game dogs. And because they have this thing of fighting them, they will be legitimately called the game dogs if they're really game. I don't know if they're game or not. I don't know if they do that or they ever will do that. But I can tell you this, that in America, the game dog was the American Pit Bull Terrier, which is in the blink of destruction. You go to Google and you Google game dogs, and everything you're going to find when you click pictures are dogs that none of them call show dogs, guard dogs, and all these blues and all these mutts. None of them qualify to be real American Pit Bull Terriers. But the real game dog, American Pit Bull Terrier from a gray source. Imagine you want to buy a brand new phone and you're in America. If you're not buying a Samsung, you're buying an iPhone. And you're not buying the other cheap brands because you don't trust them. You don't like them. But you trust these brands. When you're going to buy a dog, use the same process. Because you need to trust the brand. The brand is the man that bred the dog. Inform yourself. Learn what is a real American Pit Bull Terrier, because there's no better experience than owning the real dog. Every time the dog looks at you, every time the dog approaches you, every time you sleep with the dog, everything you do is greater with the real elite level American Pit Bull Terrier. They are soft as velvet. And they are competitors. They love to win. And more than anything else, they don't have to fight to be game dogs if they come from the right source. And these dogs will be really great for children because they will never try to hurt them. At least the ones from Chico Lopez, 123pitbulls.com. These dogs for the last 34 years have been selected from non-human aggressive dogs. Dogs that have great temperament, which is one of the qualities of American Pit Bull Terriers. And those are the right dogs. Those dogs are amazing. And I will definitely invite you to take a look at these dogs at 123pitbulls.com. Yes, I am biased for quality. Yes, I am biased for excellence. Yes, I am biased for all of this. But like some of my clients says, until you own one, you will not know the difference. And yes, they are game dogs. Not because they're fighting, but because they're coming from the best game dogs in history that were balanced, that love humans, and they're willing to go out on a hike, they're willing to go out swimming, and they're willing to make you happy and make your males in your home, your boys, make them, or at least inspire them to be alpha males. And trust me, America needs alpha males. America needs these great humans. And I don't work with breeders. And I don't work with dog fighters. And I don't promote dog fighting or nothing. I promote the history of the breed for you to know it, for you to understand the dog. Not for you to become a breeder, not for you to become a dog fighter, or even worse, for you to become a swamper. So for you that are looking for an American Pit Bull Terrier, I will invite you to look at 123pitbulls.com, study the page, and hopefully you fall in love with the greatest dogs in the world, to have the greatest dog experience. I'm recruiting great families that want to own a great American Pit Bull Terrier. And every single day I'm rejecting dog fighters and I'm rejecting breeders. Don't want to know nothing about them. Don't sell them. They're complaining all over the internet about me. They saying whatever BS they want to say about me, which I don't really care, because they are butthurt, because they are rejected by me. They not happy the fact that I didn't follow the steps of many breeders in the past, which they provided dogs to everyone with $1. I denied those dollars and I've chosen great families. My name is Chico Lopez. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a comment, click the like, subscribe, whatever you're looking at this video. Love your dogs. Love the real American Pit Bull Terrier. Study it. Most of the information on YouTube that you find on the breed American Pit Bull Terrier, even if it comes from good men that have good intentions, don't have the right information. God bless you.